about the workplace being the secure place to work the rest of your life.
For the first time in the history of our nation, our children will not do as well as us.
We've seen our friends get laid off. We've been laid off. We've had our pay cut.
People are overworked and underpaid. They seem to have less time and less freedom. They live under constant pressure.
This is going to be forced. And so even if your employer loves you, they may have to cut you. There's something wrong that on Monday morning, the heart attack rate increases by 35%.
Technology is accelerating, job security is declining. It just doesn't seem like the old models of making a living are as reliable as they used to be.
Every aspect of our lives, there's a better way out there, but we're still doing it the old way.
We live in the greatest country on the planet, and there are a lot of people sitting around complaining and being cynical.
Like, everyone's whining about this old model, and I'm like, why don't you leave it? Look at all this over here. Look at all this opportunity.
Since so much of our lives revolve around our work and the way we make our living, many people are thinking there just has to be a better way.
The biggest challenge facing our world today is not making money, is what are we going to do with all the displaced, unemployed people?
People are afraid that they're going to make the wrong decision. People are afraid of the unknown. People are afraid that maybe I don't have the skills.
Hey, sports fans. Industrial age is over. It's dead. It's dying. That's why going to school to get a job is an obsolete idea. A steady paycheck is an industrial age idea.
Do you remember the moment you realized that the world had changed? Let me tell you a quick little story that has nothing and everything to do with the future of our world and how you fit into it. In 1917, the United States faced a huge problem. They were working hard to compete in the industrialized economy, and there was a shortage. Not a shortage of oil or coal or other natural resources, a shortage of people. Specifically, obedient factory workers. The solution to this economic dilemma? It was an experiment of sorts. It hadn't been done before, until someone thought of it. Mandatory public school. Unfortunately, the initial purpose of the United States public school system was not to inspire children or generate scholars. And it wasn't created for dreamers, people who color outside the lines, break the rules, and challenge the status quo. The public school system of the early 1900s was invented to create a nation full of adults who would obediently do their jobs in the factory assembly lines. Teaching kids to sit in straight rows and scheduling the entire day with the ringing of bells wasn't by chance. Punishing those who didn't conform was purposeful. These were the skills they would need to join the labor force. Intentional or not, this early method of turning dreamers into workers was an investment in the nation's economic future. And it worked. This then led to several generations of productive, fully employed workers. But it isn't working anymore. Why? Our economy has changed. We don't live in an industrialized economy anymore. We live in a connected economy. Right now, there are more users on Facebook than there were people on the planet 200 years ago. Technology has made it possible for us to connect with people, ideas, and information from anywhere in the world instantaneously. And as a result, our economies have expanded from localized towns and communities to the entire world. We have globalized trade in nearly every way. In the past, the obedient, do-what-you're-told without question people were rewarded for working hard and putting their dreams aside in order to toe the line. They were given well-paying jobs that led to long-term careers. They were guaranteed pensions, benefits, and the promise that they would always be taken care of. And they were. But that promise is gone for most of us today. Even if you have a white-collar job, the majority of white-collar workers are still working in a factory. Instead of operating a sewing machine or welding a widget, they now push pencils, type on keyboards, or process paperwork. It's still factory work because the entire focus of the day is spent on increasing productivity, which leaves little room for creativity, spontaneity, or individuality. The educated, hard-working masses are still doing what they're told, but they're no longer getting what they deserve. Even if you do everything you are told to do today, graduate from high school, go to college, get a degree, work hard in whatever job you can find, if you're lucky enough to find one, you're not guaranteed anything. Companies are being forced to change or die right now. Layoffs happen much more often than job openings appear, and the highest paying jobs are disappearing or heading overseas at an alarming rate. If you have a job where your boss tells you exactly what to do, he or she will always find someone cheaper than you to do it. Did you know that the average length of a job today is about 4.5 years? Contrast that to the 1960s when it was 40 years. The connected economy rewards a different group of people. It rewards the people who see things differently, who don't conform, people who have ideas that no one else has, people who are willing to work hard but know that the old way of doing things is broken. The connected economy rewards you not for being a cog in the wheel of life, but for standing up and reaching out. The connected economy rewards the connectors. Whether it's connecting a person to a person, a business to a business to a product, or a product to a person, those who learn how to connect are the ones who will survive and excel in the connected economy. That is how the world has changed. It's not about to change, it already has. Things are different now, and they're not going back to the way they used to be. Look at Facebook. What's their product? It's you. Your network, your information, your ideas, they all have value. Does Facebook pay you for the money they make selling your information to advertisers? No. But we still use it because we have an innate desire to connect with people. In fact, neuroscientists have found we are actually hardwired to connect with each other. Some people know how to leverage this innate ability in today's economy, but most don't. And because they don't know how to do it, most of them are paralyzed with fear, resisting the shift, despite clear indications telling them it's time to change. In 1917, a group of people performed an experiment that forever changed the way that we earned a living. The world today is facing another huge problem. We're facing a shortage of our own. Not a shortage of factory workers or consumers. The world has enough of those. We have a shortage today of dreamers and connectors. And so, we're holding our own little experiment. And you happen to be the subject of it. This 8-minute presentation was specifically designed to seek out and find the connectors around us. Those who recognize that we are on the brink of the next economic revolution, who are ready to thrive in the connected economy, and who are searching for the best way to do it. The internet and technology are rapidly changing the way that we do everything today, including how we make a living. It's not too late to embrace change and find a way to make yourself relevant and profitable in our brave new world. And that's why we've invited you here today. We've created something that rewards you for connecting. It pays you for bringing people together behind a cause, product, or idea. And we have systematized it and made it so that you can do it from anywhere with anyone at any time. If you are passionate about helping people, if you are passionate about changing lives, if you want to position yourself to be a capitalizing force within the connected revolution instead of just a bystander, let's start now. Do you remember the moment you realized the world had changed? How about the moment you realized you could change with it?
Michael is a gardener shop. Francesca and he have been seeing each other for 6 months now. Gardner, this is Francesca's Uncle Michael.
How do you do, sir? I've heard a lot about you, Mr. Corleone.
They would like to set an engagement date. I was thinking that perhaps 2 months...
Let them talk for themselves.
Why don't you sit there? Yes, sir. Thank you.
Francesca, how are you?
Fine, thank you, Uncle Michael.
What do you want to tell me?
Well, Uncle Michael, we love each other very much, and we want to be married. I came to ask for your blessing.
Hey, Mike, guess who's here? Not now, Freddie. All right, tell my old Frankie 5 Angels outside, all right? I'll tell him. What's going on? Family guy.
See, Gardner, Francesca is my oldest brother's daughter. And my brother Sonny died many years ago. And I guess I've been sort of a father to her, rather than an uncle. I love her very much.
So do I.
Well, I appreciate you coming here before you went ahead with your plans. Shows you're a considerate man.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
You go to college?
Yes, sir, I do.
What do you study there?
Fine arts.
And how do you plan to support your new wife on fine arts?
It's a good question. Well, I'm sorry, I just get embarrassed to say it, sir, but I'm a major stockholder in the family corporation.
Well, you shouldn't be embarrassed by your wealth. This contempt for money is just another trick of the rich to keep the poor without it. Well, what can I say after that? Of course, you have my blessing.
Thank you.
I'm so happy for you.
Now, don't you worry, you're going to be next. Congratulations.
Thank you, sir.
You know, you might consider taking a course in business administration, just to be on the safe side.
The trick of the rich has now been exposed. They try to keep it away from you. They try to keep the money away from you. They kept away from us what real money is. But now the jig is up, baby. We got it. We know it. And we're here. Welcome, family. I'm Brother Eric Ture Muhammad, and I'm welcoming you to another edition here on Planet Gold Rocks of our Global Wealth Building event. So welcome to all of you in attendance. And it's an honor, it's a privilege, it's indeed a pleasure to share with you this wealth building opportunity, something that you can do directly from your home. Because if you've been one to be looking for another way, a better way, I can assure you, you're in the right place. And so I'm going to give you a little about ourselves, a little about myself, and what it is that we do. Okay, my wife Falami and I, we're both independent affiliates of Caribars International, and we have successfully now built more than 2,000 teams across the globe. In fact, September 29th will be 2 years in this opportunity. I have since retired the employer. My wife is working on retiring hers, and we are flat out excited about the economic trajectory that we found not only available to ourselves, but what we're able to provide through this culture of wealth building throughout the world. I'm a son of Stokely Carmichael. Some of you know him as Kwame Ture, freedom fighter. I'm a child of movement. I understand the power of people. I understand that the power's always been in the people, and that's what helped me to easily embrace this wealth builders worldwide strategy, because we're a collective of people who understand the power of group economics, and you're going to hear more about that shortly. I work on several media platforms, including that of the Final Call newspaper as a follower and helper to the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan, as well as with my partner, Brother Khalita Muhammad, and Kalfani Radio International Network. So mentorship is deep and runs deep in my lineage. Everyone you see here has added value or a measure to my life and my current existence. They're centered in the black and white pictures, Dr. Harold Constantine Seitz, the CEO and founder, the visionary of Caribars International, that opportunity of which you're going to most graciously embrace today. And the two flanking them, Mr. Michael L. Dalco to the right and Mr. Tyrone Best to the left, those two men have nurtured me in the way where if I had a runny nose, they wiped it. If I was taking a misstep, they guided me. I didn't know how to tie my shoes financially. They've shown me. And they don't just show it to me. There's no secret sauce here. They made it available and has shown it to everyone throughout the world. And as a result, Wealth Builders Worldwide is now a collective of more than 120,000 plus members who understand the power of freedom, understand the power of financial leverage. And it's a power that you're going to embrace or get the opportunity to embrace today, because it starts with step one, lesson one. What's your dream? Where are you in life right now? See, in order for you to even understand that kind of question, you have to have a why, and that why is rooted in what you want. What's your dream? Mr. and Mrs. Best, as Mrs. Valerie Best did a picture with them, they are both the founders of Wealth Builders Worldwide, independent group of affiliates associated with Carabal's International. And they taught us how to recognize our why, grow our whys, realize our whys by establishing the dream. Because at the beginning, during, and at the end, it's all about the dream. They produced this wonderful book, The Dream Chaser Manifesto. It is a dreamer's guide to surviving in a jungle of non-dreamers. You're going to learn more about that book, and more importantly, how you can get a hold of your copy before we close out today. Because not only does that book encourage you, show you that you're on the right road, you're taking the right steps, it gives you some antidotes, it gives you some steps to take. Very simple steps to take. And then as you take those steps into your dream and towards your dream, you find that you have a desire to dream bigger, or the appetite increases. It absolutely increases when you have a philosophy rooted with your dream. So with that being said, we want to thank them for allowing us the privilege, the honor, and the pleasure to represent their dream to us all, which is a collective dream. This is what we do. We register for our free gold savings account. Now, this is a gold accumulation account. Is just that. It's an account that allows you to exchange your declining paper dollars for its worth and value in gold. And it puts you in business and immediately in 149 countries. But we also save that very gold, 24 karat, 999.9 pure gold. It's the grade of gold, folks, that nations use to settle debt. It gets even better. We're earning off the gold we save because the value of it continues to climb. And we share with others how to do the same. Now, this is where it gets really powerful, because if you want to unlock the economy, upgrade the economy, create a cash flow in your home, listen, you share this opportunity with others on how to do it, and you earn a residual income as a team duplicates. And as money moves through the system, you are rewarded with residual income. Now, the difference between residual income and active income, your active income is what you receive between the times that you clock in and clock out. Residual income does not require your physical presence. You've been earning this money during your sleep. Many of us do that quite frequently in the world of wealth builders. You're going to have that opportunity also. Nothing is mandatory in the world of Carabals. Everything is optional, and there is no cost to register. I don't know anything that costs less than free. So don't even introduce me or try to introduce me to anything else. And the benefits I gain from free here that you're going to see, the same benefits are there for you. I don't think you want to entertain anything else either. But it's all a matter of a decision, folks. We're not in the convincing business. We are in the information business. We disseminate the information, and the choice is yours. And we have a powerful, powerful program for you known as the 90-day fast track. Those who want to fast track, jumpstart their cash flow in their homes immediately, you can do it with our 90-day fast track strategy. So we pay ourselves first, not last. We pay ourselves first because this is the #1 secret amongst the wealthy. This is the #1 secret amongst the millionaires. They pay themselves first, folks, not last. We exchange declining paper dollars into the world's best Tier 1 appreciating asset, which is gold. Tier 1 means it's an asset of no risk. There's no risk in gold. Gold does not carry debt. Carabals International is a debt-free company. So we exchange those declining paper dollars that do not have the power, the spending or purchasing power it used to have, and it allows us to exchange it for the value and the worth of the pure metal, the non-risk metal, that precious yellow gold. And we work out of a different mindset. Now, the majority of us have been trained into what they call it education, but we've been trained. It's a trained behavior. It's a behavior that's guided us for 40 years, many of us, and 40 hours a week, 40 years of our life, and retiring on 40% less income than we were earning when we were active. And guess what? The active income wasn't enough as it was. How in the hizzy do you expect to survive off of retirement of 40% less than what you were earning? The goal in workforces are not to be there forever, to retire broker than when you were, not broke, not more broke, broker. Okay? So the mindset, the working class mindset that we eliminate in the world of wealth builders, we eliminate the idea of spending. That's wishing your money away from you. That's willing your money away from you. That's not just your money, that's all your possessions, your lifestyle, the ticks of your clock, every second that goes by. Those are precious assets that don't return. You're willing them away from you when you sell your time for what you thought was money. And then we save for memories. How's that working out? You save for a cruise. You save for a trip. You save for a car. You save for a boat. In the world of wealth building, our saving is to build legacies. Our savings are to build futures for generations that are yet born. Do you know that somewhere down the road, someone, those of you who embrace this opportunity today, someone is going to see your name somewhere and they're going to smile because in their year of 2075 and 3010, they're going to know that their world is better because you came today in 2020. That's right, August 18th, 2020. You are here today. In our world of wealth building, we save and invest in ourselves. We save that appreciating asset known as gold. We save it and build a wealth base that allows us to reinvest into ourselves with residual, a handsome residual income from those who work the opportunity, and then we circulate it amongst us. We circulate it within our own ecosystem. We circulate it within our own community. And guess what? Circulation means you have a point of origin and a point of return. So it may start here, but by the time it comes back up, it comes back to you, it is multiplied in value, it is multiplied in worth. And by then, by the time it comes back to you, you are also rewarded because the community embraces you with value and worth and self-worth. We will not be telling the story that used to be told to us prior to the failing and the failure of this economy and the society. We're not going to be the ones who will be telling our children, you're going to go to school for 12 years, college for 4 more years, and then you're going to work until you die. We're not going to have that story. We have a new reality. And listen, many of you have faced that. Many of you are realizing it. Don't be upset with yourself. It is not your fault. You had no idea that this was going to happen because you were born into the system. Poverty is punishment for a crime you didn't commit. We're going to exonerate you from that crime today. You're going to walk free today, free and clear. See, the plan that you have to have is one that makes you to analyze where you are in life right now, where you would like to be in the future, and more importantly, if you keep doing for the next 10 years what you did for the last 10 years, will you reach your goals? And truth be told, you can't. You saw in that deleted clip, that clip that they didn't want you to see from The Godfather. You saw when Mr. Corleone asked the man, what's your major in college? And he said, fine arts. He said, and how would you support your wife on fine arts? You see, if we continue to embrace those traditional systems, not saying that education is not a good thing to have. What I'm saying is get a true and proper education that doesn't train you to be robotic and rigid and only go one way towards your growth or development, which is linear, and be able to move on the dime. Be able to move on spontaneity. Be able to move with a goal, with a dream and a vision. If you keep doing for the next 10 years what you did for the last 10 years, you cannot reach your goal because you don't have the time. See, in that old model, it was a model where you went to school for 21 years. That 21 years got you a degree, but it only got you a job to pay off the student loan. They got you the degree, and the degree that you have, if you're getting it, if you got in the last 10 or 15 years, that job no longer exists already for a good many of them. And then we were trained in this behavior thinking that the retirement age is 62, 65. Age has nothing to do with retirement. Money, wealth, substance, and sustenance. They are the things, those are the elements you need to determine your retirement. I wasn't 62 when I retired. I wasn't 65 when I retired. I walked off that plantation a happy camper. But now you find us downsizing because the retirement myth is being exposed. The IRA is not enough. Your pension plans aren't enough. Most of them were squandered because they were stocks, they were risks. They weren't tier 1 assets. They weren't savings in gold. These were risks. These were gambles. These were games of chance. Oh, it worked out fine for the broker. It worked out fine for the one who mitigated the program you submitted to. But as Dow markets crashed and the NASDAQ tumbled and all of these alphabets were in disarray, your finances were blown into obliteration, and it wasn't enough in the first place. So now you find yourself downsizing everything from your dream to your physical home. You're consolidating everyone in the household, and you deal out the debt like it's a deck of cards. So today, this one gets the light bill, the other one gets the food, the other one gets the laundry, the other one gets the shopping. You understand? We are now forced to exist and survive as opposed to live, dream, and live. Many of us are going back to the workforce trying to make ends meet in a pandemic. Many of us are going back to the workforce, taking on more hours for less money because we retired and come out of the workforce. So now we're starting over. There are studies that suggest that you can lose up to 5 years of your life expectancy returning to the workforce after 65 years of age. You don't want to lose that expectancy of life. You don't want to lose that life only to leave your debts to your children, your loved ones, your future. Do you want to be remembered for that? See, when you have a linear income, it will not outpace exponential inflation. You cannot outgrow the cost of living paycheck to paycheck. And you don't have enough time to start over. Now, if you don't think we know what we're talking about, when we tell you gold is money, and we tell you to get gold and save gold, it's a hedge against inflation. It protects you in a time of crisis. I want to introduce you to this fellow right here. This man talked about gold like it was nobody's business. He talked about gold like it did something to him. That's Warren Buffett, argumentably one of the greatest investors of all time. And he was not one for that. Berkshire Hathaway, his institute, he had a conglomerate of newspapers, all kind of institutions. This past week, he dumped billions of dollars of interest in banks and interest in other conglomerates, and he invested $21 billion, I believe the dollar amount was, in gold. What does he know and understand? Well, one thing he understood was, if you don't find a way to make money while you sleep, you'll work until you die. Well, Mr. Michael L. Dalco, our senior partner and our direct mentor in Wealth Builders Worldwide, he's taught us and told me, if you don't find out what real money is, you'll work until you die. See, Mr. Dalco, what's extraordinarily significant about this living legend, he retired from his mortgage broker profession with Wells Fargo. He worked there for 15 years. He was over 3 branches, and he worked from a cubicle that only guaranteed him whatever he earned and maybe a commission up to a certain point. I don't know exactly how it worked, but I do know this. He was a 6-figure slave, and it was not until he heard this opportunity in Carabal's. It wasn't until he heard this opportunity and leaned and drew and gleaned from the tutelage of Mr. Time, Miss Valerie Best, that he and his wife, Miss Monisha, they exploded onto the scene like it was nobody's business. In 103 days, listen to this now, there are 365 and 1/4 days in a year, but in 103 days, he was able to retire that job and walk away, replacing his entire 6-figure income. Now he's making money because he replaced it with real money. Mr. Dalco defined it for us. He says, anything that is defined as money must be a store of value. It must be a store of your labor. It must be worth as much or more in the future as it is today. So the 4 keys to building this wealth are rooted in us. 1, creating residual income, accumulating, appreciating assets, which we already told you is gold. Now an asset, just in case you don't know, an asset is a value instrument that has the ability and the power to appreciate over time. Your dollar bill can't do that because it's not an asset. It's not an asset. It's not even classified. You see, you need something that gives bang to your buck. It's like being able to throw a punch. If I throw the jab, I'm just throwing it. But when the impact hits, the impact is not from what you see. The impact is the power behind what you see. Well, the dollar has no punch power. We have the punch. We have the gold. So we accumulate the appreciating asset. We outpace, and outdistance inflation. And because we have a clear understanding of the benefits of the tax code, meaning tax codes were written in this society to benefit those who contribute to society. And if you have a home-based business, you absolutely contribute to society. So we utilize the advantages found in the tax codes because they're written for us, those of us who are on the other side of money, where you can be in just a few more minutes.
Oh my gosh.
Where's all your money gone, Daddy?
Taxes. 9, 10, 11. Let me fix my houses.
Bug, it's okay. It's part of the game.
No, it's not. It's not fun.
It's not fun to what?
It's the worst part of the game.
Oh, it's what?
Taxes.
Man, I remember making that sound when it felt like your lungs just collapsed all the way in, and you wanted to talk, you wanted to express something, but all you can do is, you know. I remember I used to get beat as a child, and I would cry. You wouldn't hear no sound come out. I'd just be like, Mr. Donnie learned in the game of Monopoly, which is truly a replicate of the game of life. I mean, physical life, material life. He learned that taxes could take as much as 40% of the income you worked so hard for over the course of your career. So you've gone around the board game of life, and you're going around and around and around and around. You're not circulating anything. You're dropping off here what you get. You drop off there what you get. You have to pay for what they call free parking. You want to get out of jail free. You get past go, but only to run into homes you didn't own, and you had to pay a debt against it. There's a luxury tax. There's all kinds of things. You pay for everything in that game, in this game that was constructed by the rich for us. Look, do you know it's expensive to keep a job? I mean, think about it. You had to put in all this money to get uniform or get clothing or get groomed. You had to put in money for transportation. You had to put in money for your food breaks, your lunch breaks. You had to put in all kinds of money and nuances. Some had to pay dues. Then you have other fees that are associated. Then you have deductions that are made with your 401s. Oh, you don't have a bank account? Why? Because the banks won't give it to you. Why? Because you don't have the right credit score or credit rating. So now you pay for all those things to find out you're being denied the bank. So now you got to go to what do you call those things? Check cashing place or a liquor store or a food mart or some place that will charge you more fees against the money that you have not made. Everything's a tax in this society. We are on the other side of that. We are on the side where we can take advantage of the tax codes because they're written for those who contribute to the economy. Listen, the tax liabilities in society are really stacked heavily against the employed and the employer. You see, if you're an employee, 40% of the tax responsibility is yours. 60% of the tax responsibility as a self-employed, meaning you owning the job, belongs to you as well. But man, when you embrace a system, this home-based system, it is unlike any that you ever heard of. You're going to learn why. But when you embrace this system, when you allow others to work their dream along with you, not for you, but with you, and they help you as we would help you, you'll find that system reduces your tax liabilities to the point you have wealth growing. And with the wealth growth, it allows you to reinvest into yourself, circulate within your own community, and then you find yourself with the reward of making money work for you as opposed to you working for it. So that side of the tax liability, you see where it goes from 20 to 0, that's the side you want to be on. And with your home-based business, you have qualified yourself by leveraging an opportunity that maximizes that B and that I side of the quadrant. You want to be on this side of the money. This is where you want to be. Well, how do I do that, brother? I mean, what do we do about it? Look, it's really simple. It's easy. It's an easy accomplishment. I'm not saying that it's easy to do. It really is, in my estimation. But what I'm saying to you is, it's simple. You're going to learn how you can start a simple, duplicatable business with Caraboss right from your home. It'll give you both financial security and independence. It will create that hedge of hedge against crisis. And with your free gold savings account, it will allow you to do business in more than 149 countries. We answer all four of those keys. We give you everything that you're going to need. Now, we're Caraboss International, folks. We are an e-commerce company. Now, we operate on the power of an eBay, as an Amazon, but the power of what we have is we have full control of our product. We're not brokers of the product. We are the product. Okay? We're the world's largest providers of gold products, high-quality gold products in small, transaction-friendly weights. We're based in Stuttgart, Germany. As you see there on the left of the screen, you see a picture, an overhead shot of the Caraboss headquarters, just adjacent across the street from Mercedes-Benz headquarters. Here's the gentleman you saw in black and white earlier. Now you get to see him in full color. This is Dr. Harold Constantine Sykes, Senator Dr. Harold Constantine Sykes. Who Owns Gold Has Always Money. This great two-time author lets us know that his mission is to produce the highest quality gold available in the market, make it easily accessible to the masses of honest people around the world at a price point everyone can afford. My goal, he says, is that Caraboss helps millions find financial freedom from the current system of debt. You cannot deny that you need a better way because you want to get out of this shackle of debt. Well, I no longer work. They laid me off. I got a stimulus check. They've extended my unemployment. It's still a system of debt. And don't think that they're going to look for that little bit of money back. Okay, look, J.P. Morgan understood gold as money, but he never told us. Alan Greenspan understood it. He's the head of the Fed for 9 years, went through 2 of the 3 debacles that crushed the society, and he never told us. He kept pumping paper. Dr. Miles Monroe, may God be pleased with his life forever. He told us to get gold. He told us that it was a necessity. He told us to get gold and lock it down. And you have Sean P. Diddy Combs, one of the most recent, who came forward to say, I'm transferring to gold now. Here's our gold. This is a rendition of our cash gold. It's real. It's secure because each cash gold card is equipped with blacklight authentication features on the front. It's also physical, folks, physical gold. This is gold. This is not an ETF. It's not some piece of paper saying you have gold somewhere in the sweet by and by and you can get it in the sky after you die. No, it's sound on the ground while you're still around. With a push of a button, you have the option to store it free on your account or have it shipped home to you through Caraboss. It's digital because it can be used like a digital currency to purchase within our own ecosystem, and it's convertible, folks. Cash gold can be exchanged for cash and for our V999 stablecoin, which we're very excited about. And within our ecosystem, you can have these products shipped to you or kept on the system without it being shipped to you. You have so many options in Caraboss on how to handle your physical gold. I'm in another office space today. I only have one of the cards here with me today. Here's a gram of gold. Physical. See? It stores your weight. It stores value. It stores your labor. Pure gold. Okay. This is another reason why we get gold. We deal out of it for the sake of price stability. Because price stability in any economy means that the general price doesn't change much over time. So in 1920, you had a Model T Ford. Well, that Model T Ford would also equate to a kilogram of gold. That's right, $645 US because gold backed the dollar, or you can get its value in gold. But something tremendous happened. Somewhere along the line between then and now, the gold standard was abolished. The abolishment of the gold standard now leaves everything with accelerated pricing. So inflated pricing rather. So the Ford today will cost you $40,000 base sticker price. Not because the dollar is so much more valuable, it's because it takes so much more for it to meet the satisfaction or meet the satisfaction of the seller or the buyer, or seller or the manufacturer. Okay, so $40,000, or if you had a kilogram of gold, you can walk away with that car. But guess what? Unlike $645 in 1920, that kilogram of gold today is worth $68,000, folks. You can get that car, another car, and some change back. What's in your wallet? Here's another reason why gold. It's about being that protector against inflation. Inflation is where the price of goods and services go up and the value of your money decreases. We already determined there's no punch, there's no bang to the dollar. You see the $20 bill, you see what it did in 1998, you see what it did in 1995, it got brighter, it got larger, but I can stand on one side of the cart and look straight through to the other side. Something happened between 1998 and 2005. Dear Lord, here we are in 2020. There's so many things going on now. You're lucky to get a basket. The dollar's so faded, you barely see it, just like you barely feel its weight. So in this group economic strategy that was developed through the tutelage of Mr. Ty, Valerie Best, as well as Mr. and Mrs. Michael and Monisha Dalco, and all of our leadership in Wealth Builders Worldwide, there's a group economic strategy where it combines leverage and exponential growth. And this is very significant because it falls right in line with the principle of the wealthy. Number one wealth principle by the first documented billionaire in the United States, J. Paul Getty, he says, I would rather have 1% of 100 people's efforts than 100% of my own efforts. And we're going to show you how that actually works in a righteous world, like Wealth Builders Worldwide, Caraboss International. Now, this disclaimer. We're not financial advisors. We have never purported to be. This presentation is not designed to give financial advice. The following examples show calculations for illustration purposes only and is not a guarantee of income. I have 4 things that I'll share with you right now that guarantees your income. The combination of your dream, your desire, your determination, and your discipline. We can't give those to you, but we can give you the ingredients. And if you have those to add to the soup, you will absolutely put your foot off in it, and you will have a reward beyond measure. So Caraboss International Compensation Plan is fire, folks. Now, you're already getting your free gold savings account. And what does that require? Simply your name, your number, your address, an email address, your date of birth, and you're in business in more than 140 countries around the world. And check this out. I've never seen a program that gives you a free account, allows you to earn money by exchanging paper for gold, and you get bonuses in a free account. You're getting paid to keep your own money, and you get bonuses. Let me show you how that savings plan works. This is you. You got your free gold savings account, right? And you have the account and you're saving in gold, right? But then you do something intelligent. You want to share with others how to do the same. Well, what's intelligent about that? Well, it's already super intelligent that you got your free gold savings account, so we know you're about something, right? Okay, you're saving gold for yourself, and you see the value of your dollar increase immediately because you see what it is when it's really gold. Okay, you start sharing with other people to do the same. When you start sharing this opportunity with other people, when you sponsor at least 5 people into this opportunity by doing what you've done, you literally max out the compensation plan, the compensation plan in your savings account. In your savings account, you can earn up to 6% commission on a monthly basis into infinity, not into infinity the car. I mean infinity like forever. So save gold for yourself and share with others how they can do the same. And you will be compensated monthly through our unilevel compensation plan to infinity. That's one way to get paid. I'm not gonna give you them all to you because we'll be here until Mr. Murray comes on. But what I want you to understand is that if you want more, this is a monthly program. If you want to get paid 5 times a month as opposed to once a month, if you want to get more than that bit, we're going to show you how it's done. We're going to unlock the whole compensation plan for you by offering you the option of the dual system. The dual team system is powerful. Now, mind you, I said option because it's optional. Everything in Caraboss is optional. You have no obligation to any of this. But the science of it is quite simple. You choose a package, you continue saving gold, you tell other people, you're going to make money. How do we get a hold of the package? Well, we have several packages you could choose from, and they all carry an out-of-pocket expense. Now, what I want you to pay close attention to is the fact that every package that is available to you there comes with gold. It's known as the multi-gold package because these are all digital packages, by the way, but they come with gold. They come with grams of gold. They come with discount cards that you can gift to other people so they can discount their package. Just like when you're ready to get this VIP package, your package will be discounted by 10%. That means 490 euros will be deducted from your final cost. Okay, so you have 15 grams of gold in the VIP 7. You have 10 grams of gold in the VIP 6. And as you go down the line to the different status bearing packages, you have different price points because it's related to the grams of gold, the amount of discount cards and units that are associated with each package. Now, the only package that does not carry a status, that one does not qualify the dual team system in terms of the package number 1, but it does give you gold. It does give you discount costs to share with others. It does allow you to accumulate some units, but it does not give you the status by which you can enjoy what you're about to see on the other screens. Now, the dual team status is retained for life, and there are no monthly fees or sales requirements to remain qualified to earn the income. You're a VIP, we're VIPs forever. If you're gold, silver, bronze, you're all those things forever unless you decide you want to move up to the top of the compensation plan, which you'll find yourself there as a VIP. Now, direct commissions. All the packages do the same thing. That's why we always urge people to get in where you fit in and follow the system that allow you to excel and eventually attain that VIP status. Our direct commissions are very simple, but it's where you see the best example of leverage and exponential growth. I have a package. I get someone to get a package from me, I get a 10% commission. They get someone to get a package from them, I get 3% on that second generation. That second person gets a package through to a third person, I get a 2% commission based on the work of 3 people. I've gotten commissions up to 15%. I got commissions off of 3 people through 1 person. I went to 1 person and it generated 2 additional generations of income, and I may not even know the people. But you did hear me say at the beginning that my wife and I have 2,000 teams across the globe. So you know we didn't only tell 1 person, right? I want you to think about that. Because you tell 1 person and you get 10%. Suppose you told 10 people. That means you get 10% from 100 people. Because they're going to do what you've done. Or let me back that up and say it another way. You tell 10 people and you're going to get 10% from 10 people. But when those 10 people tell the second group of people, you get 3% from 100 people. And when those 100 people tell 10 people, you're going to get 2% from 1,000 people. And it's guaranteed you're not going to know these people. It's guaranteed. And then you have the dual team bonus. Now, this is where those units come in. See, because in the dual team system, you have a left and a right side. The system automatically breaks it down that way. And anytime you find yourself on the left or right team acquiring gold packages or other products, it creates units. When you have one team acquiring 25 units on one side and 50 on the other, it generates for you what's known as a dual team payout. That again, it's not the car. It's infinity, folks, forever. All right. And the dual team payout is based upon the status bearing package you possess. So if you have a bronze, you get a 40-euro payout. If you have silver, a 50-euro payout. Gold, a 60-euro payout. VIP, an 80-euro payout. VIP, the 80 euros, roughly $100. Okay? Here's the thing. Every opportunity has a pay period. So everything you do in this opportunity up to Friday, end of day Friday, it's all calculated, and then it's on your prepaid MasterCard the following Friday. It's on your account the following Friday. Okay? Can you go to your employer and get your check for the previously worked pay period and say that, look, I need 2 or 3 more of these? You can cut it the same way. Just give me the same $40. That can't happen. In the world of Caraballs, the dual team payouts are so strong and so significant, you could earn up to 180,000 dual team payouts a week. Now, this is why we all want to be found at the top of the food chain. You always want to be found at the top of your compensation plan, and we can help you get there. The matching bonuses, listen, you have 7 income opportunities listed on this screen. I'm only taking you through 4 of them, but there are more than 30. I don't want to exhaust you. I don't want to confuse you with the facts. I just want you to make the money, because we don't want your money. We want you to want your money. Now, the matching bonus is associated with each status-bearing package, and it runs generations deep. If you're a VIP, it automatically goes 7 generations in. And as you go bronze and higher, the generations change, okay? So as a bronze, 2 generations, 3 generations as a silver, 5 generations as a gold, and 7 generations as a VIP. That's the opportunity you find in the matching gold and cash bonuses. Now, are you ready to make money? We have simplified the process with our team's 90-day fast-track plan. This is just an example now. This is just an example of the potential income when everyone follows the same plan. Now, this is a perfect world scenario, okay? And what it means is, well, what we mean by that, rather, Wealth Builders Worldwide, we discovered a key mindset challenge. Caraballs is a phenomenal business. I have no doubt you're not a phenomenal person. But most people are not business people. So we had to simplify it to make it easy for people to earn as you learn. So what do all people need? Money. That's why you're here. You're looking for another way. Why? To make ends meet. Money is the reason why you're here. Okay, so how do you get it? Well, we've created a system that provides a shortcut to generate residual commissions on the fast track. Now, we're not making income claims here again. We're just showing you examples of income potential. Most people don't understand how exponential growth works. I shared it with you a little bit. I'm going to show you another illustration. Hopefully, it brings the point home. So you already got your free gold savings account, and now you're going to choose one of the multi-gold packages. We recommend multi-gold package number 4. This is a tremendous middle ground because it allows you to not only generate income rapidly, it not only allows you to generate bonuses rapidly, but it also allows you to generate units that generate payouts that also allows you to upgrade faster to the other statuses ahead of the silver package. So if you're looking to, if you have roughly 700 US dollars approximately, because we're applying the discount, the 10% discount, then it's going to be a little less than $700. You'll find yourself with 1.5 grams of gold on your account, and you'll find yourself with 6 discount cards that you can provide for other people, and you now earned the benefit of 10 units generated upline, and you had 3 generations of gold and cash matching bonuses. Now, all that's a part of package number 4. Now, the power behind package number 4 is your only role in this is just start your dual team. Just sponsor 2 people to do what you did in the first week. Listen, I get a package. I get 2 people to do what I did. I open up my account. I get a package. I get 2 people to do what I did. That means those 2 people will duplicate what I tell them. I got a package. I made the package available to them. They get a package. They tell 2 people. And it's the power of 2 that's going to exponential growth, because 2 turns into 4, 4 turns into 8, 8 turns into 16, 16, 32, 32, 64. It just continues to grow. And that's in the perfect sense, and in the perfect world, it will accelerate your income. So you don't want to just tell 2 people, but we can show you simply from how 2 people, you have an opportunity, the potential to enjoy a handsome cash flow within 90 days. And in our fast track, this is the reason why we also choose the silver, because it's good common ground for everybody. So let's say, for example, you get 5 people, you get 5 people to come in as your package status or higher. Caraballs will automatically upgrade you to the next status available at no cost to you. So your silver inside the first 5 weeks will make you a gold. But look, those first 5 people that come in that first week, those 5 people also earn you each a 10% commission. You'll get a 10% commission off of each one of them. What happens? You have now practically gotten back all of your out-of-pocket expense to get started, right? They're going to go in the next week and they're going to do the same thing you did. You, in turn, are going to go and get 5 more people to do exactly what you got those 5 people to do. And you'll find yourself upgrading again to go to VIP. And this here is the Caraballs Automatic Long-Term Incentive Program. This program is so fire, folks. You know, when you sign up for your account, your free gold savings account, you automatically qualify for the tabulation of points that bring you to this momentous occasion. Because anything from that beautifully crafted leather bag, right, to the beautiful pen, to the bracelets, to that beautiful 13,000 euro Rolex watch, the 40,000 euro C-Class Mercedes, all the way up to the $1 million home. This villa will be built for you by Caraballs anywhere in the world of your choice, from the ground up. They'll put the keys in your hand and the deed in your name free and clear because of the activity you brought to the opportunity. How many people would you tell? Look, Mr. and Miss Dalco, they qualified for all the previous incentives and just recently qualified for the Mercedes-Benz C-Class 300. I mean, 40,000 euro vehicle. Here's the power of what we have. Do you know you have the opportunity to not only earn the vehicle or earn any of those prizes that you've seen, but you have the option to get its value in gold instead. This is a wealth building opportunity second to none, folks. Second to none. And you're here right now. You're here right now. So we're paid on an exclusively issued MasterCard, and we earn a monthly opportunity after 12 months of loyal to yourself, loyal savings. You save in our Gold Classic card and you get others to do exactly what you're doing. Do you know when you save at least a gram of gold a month for an entire year, and your team is doing it as well, you can earn from Caraboss, starting from that 13th month or that new year, you can earn free gold. And depending on the size of your organization and the growth and the consistency, you can find yourself earning up to 25 grams of gold free. This opportunity brings new meaning to free because we're not a multi-level marketers. There are no levels in Caraboss. We're not a direct sales group. We are an e-commerce company with a compensation plan attached to us. Fire, fire, fire. Okay, so our advantages as I conclude, we're a 9-year-old company. We're operating in 149 countries and counting. All of our products are delivered by FedEx. In fact, Caraboss International is the #1 client of FedEx. All commissions paid on the MasterCard. We have more than 1 million affiliates worldwide, and we have a complete support system. You're in business for yourself. That's the fact. You'll never be in business by yourself. That is also a fact. There's no cost to register. There are no recurring fees and no monthly fees, no mandatory. And you want to track your money? You have access to a 24-hour, 7-day-a-week, multi-million-dollar software that operates on your behalf at no cost to you. And all you have to do is register. And our product is money. Gold is money. So you have been introduced. This was just an introduction of the complete wealth building machine. We're a worldwide market with potential to reach billions of people. We have unique products. We're an innovative company, and we have a boss compensation plan. Now, there are 3 types of people after seeing this presentation. We narrowed it down to those who we had at gold. They probably already got started. I probably talk too much for you as it is. Then you have some who are just excited as the first group of people, but you have some questions. Well, you can always come back to us with the questions. You can go back to the one who introduced this opportunity to you. But we're also here at 9 p.m. again this evening for a fire presentation from the coach of coaches, Mr. Al Murray. Nobody does it like he does. You also have those who might say, well, this is not really for me. Well, maybe not yet. But when you get your free account, it behooves you to position yourself, because when it does become ready for you, I didn't say if, when it does become your time, you want to be positioned and find that leverage that Mr. J. Paul Getty talked about, where you have 100% of the people giving 1% and you giving it all yourself. Leverage yourself right now. Put yourself in position. Take a screenshot of our information card there that shows all of the activities, all the sites we go to. You definitely want to take a look at that site, www.letsgoweekend.com. It's coming up. It's going to be a fire, amazing event. All these are Eastern Standard Times or Eastern Daylight Times. Please take a look at it, take a picture of it, share it out with people, and help to introduce them to a new world. They'll thank you for it. Now, be sure to plug into today's upcoming presentations and trainings. As I mentioned a moment ago, Mr. Al Busting Loose Murray himself will be here live and direct, 9 p.m. Eastern on this platform, 6 p.m. Pacific, www.goldrocks.info. That's www.goldrocks.info. And then this coming Saturday, we have the 2020 Paper to Gold Run to Wealth Conference and Expo. It's an $11 event for a multi-million-dollar experience. You get a chance to sit with our leaders. You get the chance to hear some of the great opportunities found in the wealth building community. And that's going on www.runtowealth.info. You can find your information, your tickets there. Now, this is the creme de la creme. Look, if you ever want to be a part of a gathering that brings you thousands of wealthy people that look just like you and I, you want to be at Let's Go Weekend 10. Relentless is our theme. We are that, and it's a virtual. It's a new deal for us. It's a virtual global conference, and we are extremely excited. September 24th through the 26th. Registration can be found at www.letsgoweekend.com. You want to be there. You want to be a part of the meet and greets. You want to be a part of the classes. You want to learn all the tools and trappings that help solidify your wealth base and secure your future and have a lot of fun. Oh my goodness. Let's Go Weekend 10, Relentless. Our conveners, Mr. and Mrs. Michael and Monisha Dalco, www.letsgoweekend.com, September 24th, 25th, 26th. You do not want to miss any of these days. Dr. Harold Seiss will be there himself, and he will also be giving a presentation. And the rollouts and the things that are coming into this opportunity for the public is going to be absolutely phenomenal. You know, where we are now is nothing like where we're going to be September 24th through the 26th. www.letsgoweekend.com. Now, I talked to you about the Dream Chaser Manifesto, that wonderful book from Mr. Time, Miss Valerie Best. That book is available on our Wealth Builders online shop. We have paraphernalia, we have the books. If you are desirous of a capture page to show you how you can streamline this opportunity and present it to someone else so they can look at it at one time, put in one link and register with you, all of it can be done right here at shop.mywbw.net. That's shop.mywbw.net. You want to check it out, explore it, just dab a little bit. You're going to love it, okay? Get back to the person that shared this opportunity with you and let them know you're ready to get started right now. Visit all of our webinars, all of our meetings, all our live events, everything we shared with you on that card, the training tonight, the conference on Saturday, the Let's Go weekend in September. You want to be a part of everything, everywhere, Wealth Builders, because it's wealth building. To wealth build, that denotes action. Be ready to take action now. There's no time like now. Do it now. Thank you, family, for allowing me the opportunity to share with you. I'm your brother and friend, Brother Eric Ture Muhammad, hoping you got something out of this opportunity. I'll see us tonight because I'm going to be taking notes as well because Mr. Al Murray's in the house. I'll be at 9 p.m., www.goldrocks.info. You want to drive everybody to that opportunity. Peace and power. Forward.